Hello everyone, it's Nomad Flair here and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be sharing with you the number one tool that I use when playing Warzone, and to be frank, I can't play Warzone without it. This is the PlayStation back button attachment. Those of you that watch my videos are probably thinking, how can you use this on the PlayStation 5? Because that's what I game on. This is still possible, however, I use the DualShock 4 controller when playing Warzone on my PlayStation 5. The reason why is because the back button attachment is not compatible with the DualSense controller. I am certain that PlayStation will release a back button attachment which is supported on the DualSense in the future, and be sure I'll definitely be upgrading to that. If you are convinced after watching this video and interested in picking one up for yourself, then I have included the link in the description area. Also, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video as it helps me a ton and I really appreciate that. This attachment is a more affordable alternative to a scuf controller which retails way above $100, whereas this will only cost you around $20 or £20 on Amazon. The back button attachment is relatively small and includes a 3.5mm jack and a small pixelated OLED screen. In regard to the build quality, it's not flimsy at all, actually feels quite solid in my hands. And here we have the right and left paddles, which are quite clicky, which I really like. At the top we have the PlayStation branded logo. There are a few third parties out there which supply a similar attachment, but I would prefer to stick to the PlayStation brand. The instructions manual is quite detailed, so I do recommend giving it a read. It will instruct you how to map the buttons and switch between the different profiles. However, I will be demonstrating this in a little while. When attaching the back button attachment to your DualShock 4 controller for the first time, you might be a bit fearful that you might be applying too much force, but once you've done this a few times, it becomes very easy. Do bear in mind that the 3.5 jack can swivel. This needs to be aligned with the audio port on your controller, then insert it in place until it feels secure. There shouldn't be any gaps around the edges, as this is an indication that it has been attached properly. If there is any gaps, then detach it and start from the beginning. As soon as it's attached, the OLED screen at the back will light on, providing that the controller is on as well. On the screen, it will display which profile you are using, and it will enable you to map which buttons you like to each paddle. This attachment will allow you to map 3 different profiles, which can be used in 3 different games, not only in Call of Duty. The profile can be changed by simply tapping the middle of the screen, and this begins to cycle through. To map the buttons, all you need to do is to press and hold the screen until it starts to flash. You can now scroll through the available buttons by tapping the left and right paddles and then pressing and holding the screen for those selected buttons to be assigned to the paddles. I find this very useful, especially if you have 3 siblings that all play Warzone and each of you have different settings. Then you can make 3 different profiles instead of having to manually assign the buttons each time you play. In terms of what I use when playing Warzone, which I highly recommend to everyone watching, is the following. I've assigned the X button to the right paddle, which allows me to slide cancel, and the circle button to the left paddle, which allows me to jump. This has really improved my reaction time and gameplay overall, as I don't have to remove my fingers from the analog sticks, which keeps my movement very rapid. Detaching the back button is very easy. All you need to do is grip the button at the front and pull straight down. The great thing about this attachment is that it doesn't need charging, so it operates off the controller's internal battery, so there's no need to worry about charging it before your hardcore Warzone sessions. Another great point about this attachment is that you can still use your headphones whilst this is attached to your controller. Your headphones can be plugged into the 3.5mm jack. Initially, this attachment might take a bit of getting used to. It did take me around 2 hours until my brain fully programmed it, and now I can't live without it, so do expect the same. I really like that this attachment doesn't need a third-party software. It's just a matter of plug in, assign and play. You don't need to assign the buttons every time. It's only done once until you decide to remap the buttons. This accessory doesn't only need to be used when playing first-person shooters like Warzone. It can literally be used in any type of game like NBA, Need for Speed, etc. So that wraps up the video, guys. If you do decide to pick one up, then use the link provided in the description and comment below letting me know. I would love to see how many people will be using this in Warzone. Please share, like and subscribe. Until next time everyone, take care.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.